I need to go brief some ads, so very rudely and quickly, I'm going to show you exactly why it is you're doing revenue but not any money in your bank account. And I absolutely assure you that you're going to walk away from this video with something that you didn't already know. So, basic problem that people always run into is revenue not matching, the actual profits that is hitting the bank account, or their true profit, triple, or whatever it is, the net profit that they're seeing is the amount that ends up in their bank account. And the reason for this, we're going to go over later in the video and actually visually show you guys down below with all this, is cash flow conversion cycles and a thing called forecasting. Okay, lots of this depends on if you have net terms, etc., etc. But just starting from the beginning, let's imagine you have 100K revenue and you only have 8K in your bank account at the end of it. Reason for this is, of course, you have cost of goods, ad spend, fees, refunds, etc. But the money you made on paper might be showing that you need to have 20,000 net profit. The money in your bank is 8,900, and money still coming might end up being around this 13,000. Sales you already made, but the app has not paid you yet. Okay, so Shopify hasn't paid you yet. And the reason for this is a lot of big words, very simply. But we're going to go through each one of them one by one. So let's just run this quick forecasting. Let's imagine that you're spending very little. Say you're spending $200 per day. And by the way, this exact thing that I'm using right here is going to be in my Telegram. In my Telegram, I also have a case study of how I did 10 in revenue in about 3-4 years. Completely free. That's on Telegram. But this as well will be inside there. You guys can use this for your own brand. It should help you out. Let's say you're spending $200 per day. You have a 2 ROAS. Average AOV, let's say you're about $40 left after you pay for the product. About 70%, this is your gross margin. Let's say you're about pretty consistent. This isn't realistic. You're not getting bad days. Maybe it's very crazy depending on what you scale at. Let's say you're very consistent. You do the same amount every single day. Day 10, you have a bad day. You get paid every 3 days from Shopify. 2.9% processing fee, 30% automatic coming out of there, and then you pay for your cost of goods same day. You're using cash, not a credit card, and we'll lower down your OPEX. So let's say it's about $200 a month, and 2.5% of people ask for a refund. You up your spend every 3 days by 15%, and let's say there's no dip in your ROAS at all. We're gonna make up a bunch of bullshit that isn't actually true, but we'll act like it isn't. You start off the store with 5K. You're owed about, let's say around Shopify owes you about $750. You owe nothing on your card, but you owe your supplier about $500, because most of you guys aren't actually paying your cost of goods. I know this. And we're going to look ahead at only 7 days. Now, this is right here is telling you, do you have room to spend more? Your lowest day stays at, day 7, about 3.5, so you have a safe cushion to up your spend. But this right here is telling you what's actually happening, okay? So on paper, you've made about $462. In your bank, you got 3.5K. What's actually yours is about 3.487K. The reason for this is because that exact day, you're going to have to pay your cost of goods, about $159. That exact day, your ad spend is coming out of your bank account, about $264. It's already minus $400. And then you have to wait for the payouts from this day, which would be about $400. $400 to come and hit your bank account 3 business days later. And in those 3 business days you're waiting, money is still leaving, but no money is coming in. This right here is called a cash conversion cycle. So when you're in business, the idea is that you want as quick of a cash conversion cycle as possible. Basically, how fast can we get money to come in and that we're spending? So if I put $1, like the most elite one ever would be if I could put $1 into Meta and then get $10 out immediately, like in my bank account immediately. But that's not how it works. So that's why people operate multiple different business models. They have pump and dump stores as well as their main brands. It's because when you're building up a business and you're looking to scale, let's imagine that we kind of changed up these numbers. Let's say you're scaling every single day. Every single day. It's only shown by 15%, but realistically it would be less. Let's say you're dipping about 0.3 reps revenue. And we're going to look ahead 30 days now. See how much this changes? It completely changes very quickly by one bad day right here. It'll show you on day 14 your bank account is going to hit zero. Now, I'm not going to nerd out and go over this. I'm handing this to you guys to understand. It's just trying to visually get you guys to understand that when you're in an ecom, this is a business of money goes in, money goes out, money comes back days later. If you can get on Shopify Balance, maybe get a 1-day payout, it'll be blessed. It's amazing. I've had stores that we were able to serve scale because our payouts were somehow even faster than 1 day. And that was the most elite, amazing thing ever. But realistically, not many of you guys are going to use that. That's why we built out internal solutions for the Masterclass guys where they can use the WAP checkout. Now, even that one isn't, it's not, the cash conversion cycle isn't as amazing, and you're going to have lower approval rates. But the thing behind this is where, like, building up a real business, you have to pay attention to your numbers. Because monthly bills are coming out, refunds are coming out, money paid to you, paid for product, paid for ads. But the thing is, if you were able to change this up a bit to where you pay for your product in 14 days and you pay for your ads with a credit card, you see how much this all changes? The money in your bank can stack. Earlier is bank minus what you owe, that negative 54. I don't know what's happening over there, but feel me. Maybe it's, let's do a quick calculation. I think it is because of that ROAS depreciation. Hey, on paper, on one of your cards, $0 or your supplier. How much sales bounce around, same daily, add a bad day. 2 extra rows, I don't know. Somewhere in here the math is cooking you, and that's for you to find out. But I basically just built this because we work with lots of one-on-one guys. And I mean, if you guys want to look at the results, you can get in my Telegram. But we'll have guys scale up to 5K days in 2 days. We'll have guys go to 40K days, 30K days. And we'll have some that do that, and then they end up getting a Rolex and doing X, Y, and Z. The most unbelievable things, and then they can now take care of their families. We'll have others that can't even buy some Chipotle with an extra double chicken if they ask. And the reason for this is they're not paying attention to these things right here, which is your dashboard is not your fucking bank account. No one gives a fuck about your dashboard at the end of the day. You can post your dashboard so your ex can see it and maybe she loves you again, but that doesn't matter because when you need to pay for that chicken, when your mom needs help with the bills, when you want to go get that new penthouse in Miami and LARP with the Lambo in front of Balance, whatever it may be, you don't have the cash to do it unless you optimize for bank balance, not Shopify dashboard. Okay, so make sure you guys really pay attention to this. I'm giving you this completely for free. It actually works for your store. That's the whole thing. So you put in all these things, you'll be able to get your own card right here that breaks it all down. You can see where your money is going, what the app like True Profit, Triple O, whatever you're using is saying versus what your bank is actually going to be saying. The trap, how to optimize it. For example, paying the supplier. This like called net terms. We have these. My supplier, I have 30-day net terms, and I actually have to pay my 3PL today because I have 14-day with them. But my factory that makes my product, we have 30-day. Even I could go past it sometimes. And that right there, it gives me a good float. But at 30 days, that money's still coming out. So you have to be wise with it all, of course. But you'll look at all these different things, ways to optimize, words that maybe you guys didn't actually understand and need to understand. And all of this, as I said, free in my Telegram. We do this with a lot of our one-on-one guys now. Since lots of them are starting to scale, I want to make sure that you're actually getting rich, not just making Shopify your payment processor, whatever it may be, rich. It's actually you. So if you're interested in working with us one-on-one, I have my type form below. And as well, lots of these different resources are inside of Run It Up or our Masterclass, where the Masterclass we actually show you how to build lots of these things as internal solutions for your own brand as well. So appreciate you guys for watching the video. We got this done in 9 minutes 30. We're going to come out with another banger tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Peace.